Good evening and welcome to Just Ladies. I am your host Anjum Lai, and today I have none other than Irene Kendi. This is the chair of KUSLA, I hope I got that one right, which is Kenya University Female Student Leader Association. So welcome to the set.
Thank you, Anjum.
People don't know you as Irene Kendi.
No.
I'm sure most people, even look at you, like, you look familiar, but they all know you as Mama Yao.
Yeah.
What does Mama Yao mean?
Okay, this is a name I was given by first years and senior students. Immediately I joined university. I was only 2 weeks old at the university.
Yeah.
I remember being a parallel student. I'm a Module 2 student, and when I joined university at the Queer campus, I realized that our rights as a Module 2 students, as first years, were really being violated. And it started by us being denied our student IDs right from the campus. And our our counterparts who are regular students, their students' IDs came to the university immediately after we were in school for 2 weeks. And when I went to collect my student ID, I was told, which module do you belong? I said, I'm a Module 2 student in good faith. And I was told, no, Module 2 students go for the student ID in main campus. And I was like, what? So there's a difference between Module 1 and Module 2. We attend the same classes, sometimes you sleep in the same hostels, and we even pay much higher than the Module 1s. And I didn't take it lightly. Being a fighter, because I'm born a fighter, I had fought many battles from primary school and high school. I said, no, we cannot take this. I mobilized my fellow first-year Module 2 students. I went to the stage. You see the hall where we take common course classes. I told the students, all Module 2 students, after the lecture, don't go out. And I realized I'm influential because those students are remained seated. I told them, have you gotten your student IDs? They said, no, we don't have. I asked Module 1s, do you have? Yes. Okay, Module 1s go out. I told Module 2s, from here we are going to march to the Dean's office, the then Genevieve Wanjala. We marched there in good faith, peaceful demonstration, peaceful walk, and it said we want our ideas. We started shouting, we need our IDs, we need our IDs. And I stormed into the door of the team. I told her we cannot take this anymore. Tomorrow morning we need our IDs. We can't afford to lose classes, to use our transport to main campus, and we were fresh. And sometimes even you don't know where to take the matatus to town. And it was hot. And believe you me, the following day we got our student IDs, and I really won. The next thing, there is a class that was colliding for first years and third years. So third years could come and they are like, you my fresher, go, and then you go. We only have 1 year to complete school. We went once, twice, and it became a behavior. So I told the first years, no, why do you always go? We have paid for this, and we are supposed to do our classes here. So I told them, today, I'm there for you. Don't move out. I'll fight for you single-handedly. When those years came, the students were assembled in a hall. We mixed up. Our lecturer came in. I told the lecturer, go on, continue with your lecture. I remember it was environmental studies, and it was chaotic that day. I was in a trouser suit. I removed my coat, and I told the students, take my coat. I'll fight with the class rep for that years, because I was the class rep then for first years. And we won the battle. The third years went. It was hot. The first year supported me. We fought and fought, not physical fight. And I told the two lecturers, is the high time you go, seek the dean, and come up with a conclusion. For today, if you're not going to benefit from this class, the years are not going to benefit. So the class just went like that. The years left, and first years were left to study. And they said, your dem ni Mama Yao. They started calling me Mama Yao. I remember again there was shortage of water, there are no lights at the campus, and no one addressed this issue, despite the fact that there were student leaders. I didn't know about student leadership by then. I thought university is just a class prefect as I used to be. And I called a Kamkunji for first years. I told first years, now today we are not going to class, we are not going to hostels. And we need the water and electricity. And when we started making noise and chanting, the rest of the students joined us. And the KPLC guys came, the water tanks came in. They said, a new dem ni Mama Yao. They started calling me Mama Yao. And even today, they call Mama Yao. It's my name, it's my brand name. Even Uhuru Kenyatta, anytime I meet him, he say, Mama Yetu, tell me. And it's a nice brand name, and that's how I came up being called Mama Yao.
And how do you get all that confidence to like mobilize people? Where does that come from?
Okay, sometimes I think leaders are born. Me, I'm born a leader, because from the time I was in nursery school to high school, I've ever been a class prefect, a head girl, and games captain. I think for me, my confidence, my courage, my fighting spirit is inborn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. Like, where were you born? Where did you grow up? Where did you go to school? Tell us your journey until now you became Mama Yao.
Yeah, I was born in Meru County at Maua. I went to primary school at Maua Primary School. It's a small local school back at home called Maua Primary School. I went to Kangeta Girls High School. It's also in Meru County. I'm a third born in a family of 6. Wow. 4 ladies and 2 young boys. And I was brought up by a single mother. Wow. And I think that's where my strength comes from. Apart from being inborn, I saw my mother bring us up together, strong woman. Yeah.
Okay, so what about school? Where did you study? In the rural area, or did you do it in the urban setting?
Okay, I was born in a town. My home place is a town, Maua town. I was brought up in a town, and all the primary I studied is within the CBD, is within the town. Maua town called my primary, and Kangeta Girls I went. It's also it's not a village school. It was a good school. Actually, it was the best school in those areas, those days where a girl could join. It was an amazing school. It's within Meru County, not far from my home place. Actually, I used to pay 30 bob for a transport. It's around 50 kilometers from what town to high school. Yes.
That's a distance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So now, after you finished high school, what did you do before you joined university?
After I finished high school, my mom couldn't raise enough funds to take me to university or to college, because even to go through in my high school, I really struggled with my school fees. And my mom is a business lady at Maua Market. She sells vegetables, cereals, and she had taught me that business when I was a small kid. Then time I came from school, from class 1 up to form 4, I could just come from school, change and join her. And now I was a pro. I knew the business. So after high school, because me was thirsty for education, I joined my mother in the market. So we stayed there together. She gave me some little capital. I ventured into my own business. My business grew. I sold sukuma wiki, potatoes.
Where did you do all this business? Where did you sell?
At the market. I had customers. I was a young girl and beautiful, and most of the men could come and buy from me. I was a young girl. The mothers could also come to buy from me. And I was very confident. And remember, I was already learned, a Form 4 leaver. I had the business characteristics of how to attract a customer, how to serve customers.
And how to talk to them.
And how to talk to them. So I had a lot of customers, ready customers. And I did it, I remember in 2006, because I completed Form 4 in 2005. In 2006, there was voter registration by the ECK. A certain guy met me in the market. He realized I'm very brilliant, and he told me, Irene, why are you in the market? I explained to him. He asked me, would you like to work with the ECK? I remember he was either a commissioner, I don't know, but he was a boss there. He had come to buy potatoes from me to take to his wife in Nairobi, and he was impressed. He told me, give me your ID number, your name. He gave me the website for ECK and told me, go apply this for a registration clerk. Fortunately, I got a chance. Wow. And everything I do it passionately. I do it with a lot of dedication. I worked with the ECK as the registration clerk, and I emerged as the one who registered most of the new voters in the whole district. Wow. So it was a plus to me. I remember the ECK boss by then at Maua branch was Midhika. He was Midhika. He liked me so much, and he gave me another chance. He said, now, the way we can reward you is to give you a job next time. I got a permanent job as a voter registration clerk.
How old were you when all this was happening?
In 2006. I was only 19 years old.
Wow. Yeah, you achieved all that while you're just 19.
Yes, I was 19 years old. I worked spiritedly. I got a permanent absorption by the ECK, and I saved a lot of money because we were being paid heavily. It was, I remember the first time I made 60,000, and to me that was a lot of money. I've now invested into business. I bought beans and maize and cereals board. The cereals board were purchasing this, and I had connections there. So I bought my maize, I bought my beans, I took to the cereals board, and this money gave me double profit. Wow. Again, I got another bunch of money with the ECK. I invested the same way in business. My business grew. Now I started looking for traders. Wow. For traders supplies, and I met this one lady who I really owe a lot even today. If it were not for her, I could not be at the university. She is the principal from our girls, Mrs. Trifosa Kaungania. I went to her school, I explained to her my situation, and I told her I want to go to school and give me this tender. I know I'll save my money here, and you saw these traders, they have at least good profit, and that money comes in a bunch. Why you not misuse, so you just take to the bank. She gave me a trader that even today is there from 2007.
Wow.
She gave me a trader in 2007. So every money I got from the ECK, my businesses, I invested there, and I made a lot of money, and I realized this is God. I can afford to take myself to university, and that's how I ended up coming to university. 6 years down the lane after my Form 4.
Wow. We're taking a short break and we'll be right back. Please go to our social media on Facebook, Just Ladies, and on Twitter, Just Ladies, and we'll be right back.
Okay, now ladies, if you know you